In this video, we're going to look at the price movement of Bitcoin because exactly as predicted, we turned around exactly here, and this turned out to be the bottom for the overall crypto market and especially for Bitcoin, because we can see that the price movement of Bitcoin on the weekly chart is back above the 13 moving average at round about $98,900. And yes guys, this is exactly what I've been telling you, that the next price target after we came above the 13 moving average yesterday is going to be the 100 and ultimately the 50 moving average, where the price movement is exactly now. Yes, this is a major resistance level, but as soon as we're going to break this level, it is back above the $100,000, and this guys is going to be the beginning of a major run, not only for Bitcoin but for the overall crypto market. And we're going to look at the price movement of Bitcoin, we're going to look at some bullish sentiment, and yes guys, history doesn't repeat but it rhymes. And we're also going to look at some major altcoins, because ultimately guys, I gave you all of these trades in the previous video. We have looked at PHB and we also looked at SUI, which saw a major pump towards the upside, because exactly here I told you that you can still enter this trade, because the video was published exactly here where the price movement of SUI was exactly at the entry level, and you would have made some major profits, because ultimately guys, the next major price target for SUI is going to be the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart, all the way at the levels of $3.60, because we can see the crypto market is starting to wake up. And yes, this is exactly what I've been telling you. Don't sell at these fearful moments, because this is going to be the bottom and the beginning of a major run towards the upside. So I hope you all accumulated exactly within this level, and I hope you also opened all of these trades that I give you for absolutely free. And if you're not in my free Telegram group, go down in the video description below and sign up to my free Telegram group, where I keep you up to date what is happening in the overall crypto market. And yes, we've been opening some major trades. So if you want to find out even more, watch the video until the end, smash up the like button and subscribe, and welcome back to B for Crypto. Yes, this looks extremely bullish. The price movement of Bitcoin is back above the 13 moving average, exactly at the levels of $98,000. This is a bullish signal. If the price movement is back above the 13 moving average, this is extremely bullish, and this gives us the indication if the weekly candle closes above the 13 moving average in exactly 2 days and 11 hours, we're going to see the next candle close this weekly candle. And yes, this is a perfect reversal. First of all, this is a doji candle, which signalizes indecision in the market, a lot of selling pressure, but also a lot of buying pressure. And normally we see these candles at a major reversal point, because if we're going to zoom out on the price movement of Bitcoin, then we can see at these previous resistance in this major accumulation phases, we had this candle exactly here. And also here, this one had a bigger body, but ultimately guys, this indicates a reversal in the overall trend. And each and every time we're seeing these candles, this means that the overall trend is turning around, and exactly this happened guys. This is extremely bullish for the price movement of Bitcoin. So let's go down on the daily chart, because yes, yesterday I told you that the 50 moving average is going to be the next major resistance point, because we can see a lot of resistance exactly here, and also support exactly at the levels of the 50 moving average at $99,000. But yes, we need to look at this next major resistance, which is the top of this major box that we have been drawing in for quite a while as a major resistance point. And we can also see it perfectly lines up with $100,000, and also this downward sloping trend from this major symmetrical triangle on the weekly chart. So this is going to be the make and break situation. If we can see that Bitcoin breaks the 100,000, this downward sloping trend, then ultimately guys, I believe that the price movement is going to go all the way up to this major range high. But yes, we could also come all the way to the 100,000, come all the way back down to the 50 moving average, and then break out towards the upside, or even retest the $100,000 as a breakout confirmation. But ultimately guys, my message was absolutely clear that this is going to be the bottom. Yes, we saw a wick below, but ultimately guys, this once again was exactly the bottom. And how did we know that this is going to be the bottom? Because we are smart investors. We know that weak hands are going to get flushed out of the market, and all these major corporations, they are accumulating exactly here, because they know what time it is. So let's go over to the news before we're going to look at some altcoins. And the first chart we're going to look at is the Bitcoin shrimp address count. So balance under 1 Bitcoin, and we can see that the market sentiment slowed. The accumulation by small addresses reflects the cautious stance from retail investors, all these weak hands that are selling or are scared to enter the market at these major dumps. But typically retail investors tend to accumulate coins during bull markets, but this is not happening now. Because yes guys, this major FOMO is always going to be at a major top. And if you're a smart investor and if you've been following B4Crypto, you know exactly that we are thinking outside the box, and with reverse psychology, if the market saw a major pump towards the upside, we're getting this major hype, this usually is close to the top. But if we're going to get these fearful moments before the end of the cycle and these major accumulation phases that we've been talking about, guys, this usually is the best time to invest, especially this signals a lack of confidence among retail investors and indirect suggests that large investors are driving the current market movement. And yes guys, we can see that large investors have been accumulating because they will push the price even higher, and all these people that are scared to invest at these local bottoms, they're going to buy in all the way up here or even at the next major target at 120,000 US dollars, which is maybe going to be the next major consolidation. So yes guys, you need to think outside the box and invest when the market is fearful, because overall guys, we know exactly what is about to happen. The altcoin season has begun. No direct Bitcoin to altcoin rotation, but stablecoin holders are favoring altcoins. The altcoin volume is 2.7 times that of Bitcoin, and the Bitcoin dominance no longer defines an altcoin season, but trading volume does. And yes guys, this is what I've been thinking for a very long time. We are seeing that the Bitcoin dominance is going sky high because of the adoption of Bitcoin through institutions, ETFs, or even nation states. But I do believe that this metric is outdated. With all these coins getting onto the market, I don't think that the Bitcoin dominance has any relevance anymore. Yes, maybe to show sentiment in the overall Bitcoin market, but yes, no Bitcoin to alt rotation. Bitcoin isn't a quote currency anymore. And yes guys, we can see the aggregated altcoin trading volume for Bitcoin quoted pairs. So this means altcoins versus Bitcoin, like for instance Solana priced against Bitcoin. We can see that the volume is going down, but overall we can see that the aggregated altcoin trading volume for stable coins, so stable coins USDT into Solana, is growing at a rapid pace. And this means guys that we're not going to look at the dominance anymore, because this means that a selected few currencies are going to see a major pump. So if you're invested into major projects with strong fundamental values, you're going to make a major profit, because like I said guys, coins like SUI, Solana, they're going to make an easy 10x. And yes, we've looked at SUI yesterday where the price movement was exactly here, just over the 13 moving average, and I told you that I could expect that the price movement and the next major target is going to be the top of this major W formation. But ultimately guys, this is only going to be the beginning of a major breakout, because if we're going to look at the target all the way from the swing high, which is the neckline, all the way to the local bottom, which is exactly here, this perfect W formation and this double bottom, and we're going to drag it to the breakout point exactly at the neckline, we could expect that SUI is going to come all the way back up, all the way to this major resistance point exactly at the levels of $5. So yes, if you're going to trade this move from the current price all the way to the target, this is going to be a move of 40% if you're going to buy SUI on the spot market exactly now, because we traded this move all the way from yesterday all the way to the next major high, which is only going to be the top of this major neckline. And yes guys, maybe we're going to take our take profit a little bit higher, because ultimately guys, this is only going to be the beginning of a major breakout, not only for SUI but for Solana and the overall crypto market. Because if we're going to look at the bubbles, we can see that Jupiter, IMX, all these coins are nearly up double digits, round about 10%, but ultimately guys, this is just going to be the beginning. And if you've been following my channel and looked at all of my previous videos, yes, yesterday I uploaded this video, day 17, in calling the Bitcoin bottom, and it perfectly worked out. Yes guys, I stayed true to my technical analysis, because exactly from this major dump, which was around about 2 weeks ago, I told you that the bottom is in, and don't believe this major foolishness that is going around in the market, that we're going to dump even lower. Do you think these institutions are going to let individuals buy Bitcoin at these major levels? No, they're going to accumulate exactly here, drive out all these weak hands and pump the price. So if you didn't accumulate all the way down here or within this major range, or if you were down and if you sold your crypto in a loss, you made the biggest mistake of your life, because the parabolic run towards the upside is just getting started. And on the 4-hour chart, we can see that Bitcoin is close to the 100,000 US dollars. Yes, we can see once again on the 4-hour chart this major downward sloping trend, the 100 moving average, and also on the daily chart this major resistance point perfectly line up with the 100,000 US dollars. So as soon as we're going to break this level, guys, this is going to be off to the races, and I don't believe that the price movement of Bitcoin is ever going to see a major dump underneath the 100,000 US dollars, because this move, which is going to break out exactly here, is going to bring the price movement of Bitcoin all the way to a major high of round about the levels of 300, all the way to the levels of 200,000 US dollars. Yes, this is going to be my end of the bull market target, which is round about in October or even November within this year. But ultimately, guys, let's go over to Move, because yes, I was telling you that I was buying Move on the 12th and also on the 14th of February, because I think we're going to see a major move towards the upside. And guess what, guys? Yes, the price movement even came lower, and you once again had the opportunity to buy Move on a major discount, because this move towards the upside paired with all the bullish news. Because yes, over on X we can see Move mainnet coming next week. Think we will see some nice green candles going forward, institutional money plus political power, US coin, Trump circle and Polychain, Binance, NOKX, AI, DeFi, gaming adoption, and guess what? Move fits all of these hot sectors, and we could expect a major move for Move. So yes, if you didn't accumulate Move, make sure to watch this video, and ultimately, guys, this is going to be the beginning, and I do believe that Bitcoin is going to break the 100,000 US dollars today, because yes, this 4-hour candle is going to close in 2 hours and 44 minutes, so round about 3 hours, and I believe that this candle is going to break the 100,000 US dollars. Maybe we're going to get a retest over the weekend, but ultimately, guys, this for me is the bullish signal that I was absolutely right in calling the bottom for 17 days, where the price movement was absolutely going sideways. And once again, if you would have bought this range, you would have been in some major profits, because ultimately, guys, it is not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. And if you want to trade all of these moves on the spot market, or even with a leverage, and copy all of my trades, go down in the video description below and sign up to my free Telegram group, where you'll find all the information how to join my free signal group and reckon these major profits. So with that being said, guys, enjoy your weekend, smash up the like button and subscribe, and we see each other in the next video.